can you see that the clue here is actually time? Time is a clue. Okay? But then the answer that you actually gave me is D, which is wrong. Okay, why is it wrong? This is wrong and this is wrong because this is talking about speed. Because you see per hour, per kilometer, it's more talking like speed. How fast is it? But then now I'm asking you to measure the time. The time is only, this is what distance. Okay? The time will be hours. Okay? This is really a giveaway questions. Okay, for this question, you actually gave me an answer that is C. I don't know why that you will give me this answer, which is very, because here states that's the largest volume. You are tricked by your visual, your eyes. Please look at the facts and not based on the first impression. First impression, this may be the largest volume, but no. Here is 100, 200, 300, and 500. The largest volume obviously will be the 500 one. Although this looks the smallest, but then this is actually the largest volume. Okay? Okay, for this question, the answer that you actually gave me is actually C. The answer is wrong. Let me explain to you why. Okay, this is a 9. How many cube it has? 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. Okay, remember this is 4 cube. So for C, right, is 2, 0 here. And then it goes to 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is here. Okay, so we link these two together, right? How many cubes you already occupy? It's already 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. Is it? Yeah, but then it's actually a diagonal cutting across. 1, 2, 3. It's actually diagonal cutting across. So when it's diagonal cutting across, right, the length is a bit different. It will not be the same length. Okay, so I will just share with you the actual answer. Let me drop this off first. So the actual answer is actually D. I'll show you why is it D, okay? So D is 3, 2, right? 3, 2 is here. And then 3, 6. It's a straight line. It's actually a straight line. It's not cutting across like that. So it's also 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box. Okay? Okay, for this question, you actually gave me the answer as point R. Point R is wrong. You gave me this one is wrong. Okay. For such question, it's actually very easy. You have to do what? You have to do a twist of the paper. Okay, let me twist the paper. Because it says that point X is actually north of point T. So if point X is north, here is north, and then here is south. And here will be east and west. So it's asking what point is southeast. Where is southeast in this case? Southeast. Southeast will be, if I were to draw this line here, right? Southeast will be this point, which is B. Okay? Hi, okay? So it says that you fold 2 times into half, right? And then in the end you will get this is the one that you will get. A 4 times 4 centimeter square. I love to draw because draw will give me a better idea. This is a square, right? So it says my first fold. If I want to reverse the process, right? This one I open it out. Okay? I open it out, it will become like that. I open one thumb only. So maybe I open this side. If I open this side up, here will be 8 centimeter. Or 4, then here is still the same, 4 centimeter. Because I open this side up, okay? But then if I don't open this side up, open this side out, then it will be, here is 8 centimeter. And here is 4 centimeter. It's still the same. You still have 8 and 4. Depending on which one you want to do. Just now I open this side already, right? Just now I flip this side up, right? Then the other time is I'll flip here up because I fold into half, I fold into half. So I flip this side out, it will become what? Here it actually then will become 8 centimeter, and here is still 8 centimeter. But then the question doesn't stop here. See, the tricky part is, it says what is the perimeter of the original paper. And this is the original paper. If one side is 8 centimeter, 8 times 4 will be 32 centimeter. This is the perimeter of the whole original piece of paper. The answer that actually gave me is actually 11. 11, but then it's wrong. Okay, so how to do such question? You use a ruler and measure here first. The length from the mountain to the tree, house tree, is actually here is 1.6 centimeter. Okay, and then you use another ruler. You can use the same ruler and measure from the top of the mountain to the zoo. Top of the mountain to the zoo is actually 5 centimeter. No, it's actually 4 centimeter. Okay, so how this works is how far it says that the tree house, right, is 5 kilometer to the top of the mountain. So here, from here to here is actually 1.6 centimeter. See, it's different. So 1.6 centimeter of the ruler is actually equivalent, in this case, to 5 kilometer when you talk about the real travel from the top of the mountain to the tree house. So it's 5 kilometer. So I say that paper wise, if here says here is 4 centimeter, so I want to change it to kilometer, as in what is the actual travel, right? I can do it like that. 4 times 5, 20, divided by 1.6. Change it to something more easy for you to divide. So I can here, because here is decimal place, right? Here I times 10. Here I times 10. So 200 divided 16. Use the 2 times table. Here become 100. And here become 8. Okay? And then here 100 divide. Here become 50. And here become 4. Isn't it more easy to divide if become 50 and 4? Yes, I can then now do my division. 50, therefore 1 over 4. So here is 2, 8, here is 2. Then here is a decimal place, here is a decimal place, right? So you put it out here, here put 1 more 0 here. Because, let's say, okay. So here is 5. And here is, okay, this is your value, the answer for the questions. Okay, for this question, it's actually quite similar to one of the questions in 2015, and I included it as a recap. Okay, so when you see it's a multiplies of 21. Okay, from this number to this number. When you do a quick division, right, you notice that this one, 200 divided 21, is not, 200 is not. Okay, tell me, when you just break down 21, what is the multiply of 21? It will be 21, you divide from 1 to 10, right? You notice that it's only 21, right? Correct or not? Am I right to say? It's only 21. It is a prime number. Wait, when you know that it's a prime number, it can only be divided by itself, and it can only be divided by 1. So from 200, right, you notice that from 200, here, when you add 1, add only until 210, okay, to 400 here. This number, start of this number, you can start dividing by 21. So it's asking you how many multiplies of 21. So I want to know from this number here, this second number onwards, right? How many multiplies are there until 400? Remember, we can use that thing, the thing there, whereby we can find, here's times, can be divided 21. Here can be divided 21. Okay, how many of these? So I use 400 minus 210. Okay, 400 minus 210 will give me 190. Because I don't know how many can divide by 21, right? If 190 divided by 21, you will give me 9.0. Okay, is this the answer? No, because you notice that this is the first, that means this from this number onwards, I have 9 of them that can be divided by 21. But then I have to remember that my first number that I start is this number. This number can also be divided by 21. So is this that? So in this case, I have from here to here, I have 9 of that. Then I must add back 1. This one number is actually this thing here. So it's 10. Okay? So this is the correct answer. Answer you actually gave me is 9. No, it's not 9. So you see this kind of questions are like prime number. You see this prime number, you notice that we're asking you for a range. So you start with the first number that can be divided by itself, by 21. So you know that for this number, right, if you add 201, all cannot be divided by 21. Only until when you reach 210. Okay? So it's like, because it's like 201, then you must change this into 100. 21 times 10 is 210. Okay? So from 210 onwards, you can start to calculate how much from this thing onwards, which means that it did not include this. There are 9 of it. From here to here, there are 9. So if you draw the bar, it's like that. Here is number 210. From here to here, that is 9. So you must add back this one number. So it's 10. Okay? The answer you gave me is 48050. Okay, this answer is wrong. You notice that there are a few units here. You may not hear it, but then it's quite common. It's ounce, and then grams, and then kilograms. So I highlight all this, okay? So a very simple method of doing this is, you know that 1 ounce, right? Ounce, I put it as UN, okay? Cost 1550. So, and 1 ounce is actually 31 grams. So if I were to remove this, 1 ounce is actually 31 grams. So it says that 1 ounce is 31 grams. So here is actually 31 grams. Okay, And now it's asking about kilogram. If I know 1 ounce is 31 gram, and then 31 gram is also equals cost about $1,550. So I can just do my division. So I want to know 1 gram is how many. Okay, it's this one times this one divided this one. So it's like 1550 divided 31. Wow, very intimidating how I under calculator. Very simple. I do a simple check. Can this one divide 21? 31? No. Then 15, can 15 divide 31? No. Then extend it to another number. 155 divided 31? Yes, I can. So what I do is 31. I do a simple one. I times 2. If this one to this one is 6. So it's only 2 digits. So it's definitely not this. I try another one. Times 3. I first times this number, 9. And it's also 2 digit, cannot be. 31 times 4. Wow, promising. Here is times is 12 already. Then here is 3 digit, okay? No, maybe I try another one first. Times 5. Wow, very promising already. Here times here is 15. It's very close to this number already. Let me do a proper multiplication. 31 times 5. Here is 5. And then here is 15. It's 155. So this is what? Since I start with this number, because it's only until this digit I can, right? So here I put 5 here. Minus 155. So here is 0. So here 0 divided this is also 0. 0 times 31 is also 0. So you have this number. So it's what? In this case, it's 1 gram is cost $50. If 1 gram costs $50, right? 1 gram costs $50. When gram convert to kilogram, is how much? It's 1 gram already costs $50. So 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 gram. Wait, what happened? Okay. 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 gram. Okay? So I know 1 gram costs this. I want to know, then in this case now I want to know 1,000 gram costs how much? Here is 1,000 gram. In fact, 1,000 gram costs 50 times 1000, which is, how many zero you have? 5, 1, 2, 3. So 1000 gram, which is also 1 gram, kilogram, cost me $50. No, $50,000. The answer it actually gave me is D. I have to show you why is it reason is wrong. This is only a very simple probability question. Probability question is, that means how many chances of you getting the thing. So we always look for the highest chances. So I have 5 white box. I draw that. And then for each white box, there are actually 2 red marbles and then 8 green marbles. Okay, then I have 2 black box. And then each black box, I have 1 red marbles and then 10 green marbles. It's not asking, you notice that for the question, the answer given is only white box, black box. So when I first see this question, when I first just do a randomly picking, right, my probability of getting something from the white box is more. Okay, so in this case, because I already have 5 white box as compared to 2 white box, so the probability of getting red box is lesser. So I just go and underline the white box first. Okay, so this is not possible also. In the white box, is it more easy to get a green marble or a red marble? Obviously, it's more easy to get a green marble. So this is the correct one. The answer you gave me C, which is wrong. Okay, let's explain why. It's not 9 o'clock. Okay, so when reach here is 9:40. So from here to here, right, is 40 minutes. Okay, so here's 9:40. And then from here to here is 25 minutes. Okay, so reach here is 10:05. So from here to here is actually how many minutes? It's 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Okay. So to prevent any confusion. So my first thing is when I move on from Smithtown, right, to Lanford. Pardon my bad handwriting. It takes me 42 kilometers to reach. I only took 40 minutes. Okay, 42 kilometers. I take 40 minutes. So I'm asking you, each one is actually the highest average speed. I'm not interested in which is the speed. That means the fastest time I travel, the time that I use to travel the more distance is lesser. So I can actually do it like that. So I can do it like speed is I want to know 1 kilometer I take how long to travel there. So I can 40 divide 42. So here's 10. Here is here's 20. Here's 21. Okay. So when 20 divided 21, it take me about less than, it's like 0.95 minutes, less than 1 minute. Or alternatively, I don't want to do this, I can do, give me a minute. I can find 1 minute I travel how long, how far. So if 1 minute I travel the fastest, that means I take very less time, my speed is higher. Okay, so I can do is 42 divided 40. I will have actually give me 1 minute I can travel. For this case is 1.05 kilometer. Okay, so the second scenario is from Lanford to Hill Valley. This one is 30 kilometer. I took about 25 minutes. So if 30 kilometer, I take 25 minutes, right? So 1 minute I travel how far? When 30 divided 25, I will actually have a figure of
1.2 kilometer for 1 minute. So when I compare this, right, here 1 minute I can only travel 1.05 kilometer. But then here 1 minute I can travel 1.2 kilometer. Here, this is number 1 already. Okay. Then I compare another one, which is from Hillvilla to Cloverdale. It is actually 50 minutes. I took 15 minutes. But then, what is my distance? My distance is actually 55 kilometer. Okay? So, it means 55 kilometer, I took 15 minutes. What about 1 minute? If 1 minute, I will be able to travel a distance of 1.1 kilometer. So 1 minute I can only travel 1.1 kilometer. But then here 1 minute I can travel 1.2 kilometer. So this is the highest speed. And this is definitely the second highest speed. And this is the third highest speed. So my answer here is from this to here. So it will be this. Okay? Wow, this question is a very nice. For this case, it don't have a common side with at least one other square. So this is not. Okay, and then you have another rules. Another rules is it cannot be a reflection or rotation of the other. So for this case, I cannot draw this one, then I draw like that. And I draw, because I can't rotate, right? I draw like that. Then I draw like that. Then I thought is, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, by the way, the answer you gave me is 8 lah, huh? It's wrong, okay? I cannot do this, and it cannot be a rotation. So what if I rotate this one and I draw like that? Then I also count it one time? No. All these are not acceptable. Okay? So, give me pause it. I pause it, and then we do the correct one. Okay, obviously, the first one will be this. Okay? What about the second one? The second one, I can actually shift this over. Because if I were to shift this over, I still have a common, this box have a common side with the other box. So this is my second one. And then my third one, I can put them all into a box, because as long as they are all together with a common side. I have my fourth one, which is one straight line. I can have just one straight line. They all have common side, right? And then it's not a rotate of any of this, and it's not a reflection of any of this. So my fifth one is maybe a bit tricky, but then it's still doable. I put 2 here, then I put 1 here, and put 1 here. Okay, firstly, all the squares you have, all the sides together, at least with one other square, and it's not a rotate or reflection of any of the above. So in total, there are actually 5. Okay. Okay, for this question, it is very easy, but then you may think it very complicated. Okay, from what I see, okay, you see that there's more here, right? So he will cut. You know that for one rectangle, right, how many faces do I have? A rectangle. Like that. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces. Am I right? Okay. So I just want to take care of this area, because here says that it is what? 12 centimeter times 10 length times breadth times height. So height is 8 lah. Okay, 8 centimeter. Then length times breadth. Breadth is 10 centimeter. Oh, give me a minute. Okay, length is actually the longest. Then the breadth is the second, and the height is the last. Okay, the answer you actually gave me is what is the answer? You gave me is 960. It's wrong. I want to know that, right? 1 kilogram of cheese has the volume of this. So what is the volume? When I do the multiplication, right, the volume equals to 10, then 12 times 10 times 8 will give me 960, okay, 60 centimeter cubed. This is the volume, 960 centimeter cubed. But then it says that when he found mole, these are the moles on it, okay? And then he has to what? He has to remove the mole and cut 1 cm thick slice of each face. Now I'm going to cut the slice of each face. I have a total of 6 faces. So if I will just use this first, right, for this face here, when I cut this, right, I cut this face, right, because I must also cut the one behind. So that means I cut away 2 centimeter already. So in this case is 8. Wait, where's my pen? Minus 2, I will have 6. I should use this, maybe this one. 6 centimeter here, okay? So now I cut this already. I'm going to cut this side, okay? Here, this face here is here. I cut here 1 centimeter away, because this side there's also one behind, right? It's another face. Because here I cut 2 faces already, right? Then here is what? Here when I cut this, here become 8 centimeter. And then another one will be here. Here I cut away 1 round, or I cut away, I don't know how I cut, but I just know that I cut 2 centimeter away. Here is what? 10 centimeter. Okay? So when I do this, right, my volume here becomes 6 length. 10 times 8 times 6, which will actually give me a value of 480 centimeter cube. But if I know that 1 kilogram is actually 960 centimeter cube, so I can know that if my 480 will give me how much. So I have 1 kilogram, 960 centimeter cube. So it's 480 centimeter cube will give me how much? So it's this one times this one divided this one. So it's 480 divided 960 will give me, okay, so how I do my table, I just reduce it first, okay? So if I were to reduce 48 divided 2 is very simple, right? 96 divided 2, it's, actually you see here is, give me, here's my pen. Here become 24, then here become 48. Okay, getting more and more simple. Here 1, and then here is 2. Correct? So when 1 divided 2, 1 divided 2 is actually 0.5. So it's actually 0.5 kg is equivalent to 480 centimeter cube. Okay? So that means the volume of this will give me 0.5 kg. But then I'm asking in gram. 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 grams. So 0.5 kilogram is this one times this one divide this one times divide. So will be 0.5 times 1,000. Just shift the 0. It's 1, 2, 3. So it's 500 because here is 0 grams. Okay?